5 seconds to go. Start. The surrounding circumstances, like the accused having taken the victim to his house, the accused having lied to the mother of the victim that the victim was not in his house, the mother having found her daughter in the room on the first floor of the house of the accused, and the victim having narrated the incident to her mother, were proved by the prosecution. Rather, the said facts had remained unchallenged at the instance of the accused. Such basic facts having been proved by the prosecution, the court was entitled to raise the statutory presumption about the culpable mental state of the accused as permitted to be raised under section 30 of the said act. The said presumption has not been rebutted by the accused by proving that he had no such mental state. The allegation of sexual intent as contemplated under section 7 of the act, therefore, had also stood proved by the prosecution. The court, therefore, is of the opinion that the prosecution had duly proved not only the sexual intent on the part of the accused, but had also proved the alleged acts that he had pressed the breast of the victim, attempted to remove her salwar, and had also exercised force by pressing her mouth. All these acts were the acts of sexual assault as contemplated under section 7, punishable under section 8 of the POCSO Act. So far as the case of the other accused Libnus is concerned, the High Court void its impugned judgment and order while maintaining the conviction of the accused for the offences punishable under sections 448 and 354A11 of the IPC, read with section 12 of the POCSO Act, has acquitted the accused for the offence under sections 8 and 10 of the POCSO Act. Pertinently, the High Court, while recording the finding that the prosecution had established that the accused had entered into the house of the prosecutrix with the intention to outrage her modesty, also held that the acts holding the hands of the prosecutrix or opened the zip of the pant did not fit in the definition of sexual assault. In the opinion of the court, the High Court had fallen into a grave error in recording such findings. When the alleged acts of entering the house of the prosecutrix with sexual intent to outrage her modesty, of holding her hands and opening the zip of his pant, showing his penis, are held to be established by the prosecution, there was no reason for the High Court not to treat such acts as the acts of sexual assault within the meaning of section 7 of the POCSO Act. The High Court appears to have been swayed away by the minimum punishment of 5 years prescribed for the offence of aggravated sexual assault under section 10 of the POCSO Act, as the age of the prosecutrix was 5 years and the sexual assault, if committed on the victim who is below 12 years is required to be treated as the aggravated sexual assault as per section 9M of the Act. However, neither the term of minimum punishment nor the age of the victim could be a ground to allow the accused to escape from the clutches of section 7 of the POCSO Act. The alleged acts of the accused in entering the house of the prosecutrix with sexual intent to outrage her modesty, holding her hands and unzipping his pant, showing his penis to the prosecutrix, having been held to be proved by the prosecution, they would certainly be the acts falling within the purview of the sexual assault as contemplated in the second part of section 7, that is, or does any other act with sexual intent which involves physical contact without penetration. The court therefore has no hesitation in holding that the accused Libnus had committed an offence of sexual assault within the meaning of section 7 of the POCSO Act, and the prosecutrix being below the age of 12 years, he had committed an offence of aggravated sexual assault as contemplated under section 9M of the said act, liable to be punished with the imprisonment for a term not less than 5 years under section 10 of the POCSO Act. In that view of the matter, the judgment and order of the High Court, in so far as it has set aside the conviction of the accused Libnus for the offences under section 8 and 10 of the POCSO Act, is liable to be set aside. Stop.